10 most powerful military tactics ever used in war. Throughout history, the landscape of war has been shaped by ingenious military tactics that have defined victories and defeats. From ancient battlefields to modern theaters of war, military leaders have employed strategic maneuvers to outwit their enemies. This video delves into 10 of the most powerful military tactics ever used, showcasing how these strategies have influenced the outcomes of some of the most significant conflicts in history. 10. The phalanx formation. The phalanx formation utilized by ancient Greek armies involved heavily armored infantrymen or hoplites, standing shoulder to shoulder in tightly packed rows. This formation created a wall of shields and spears, making it extremely difficult for enemies to penetrate. The soldiers relied on discipline, unity, and collective strength to push through enemy lines. 9. Blitzkrieg tactics. Blitzkrieg, or lightning war, revolutionized warfare during World War II. Developed by the Germans, it combined air, armor, and infantry forces in rapid, overwhelming attacks. By concentrating power at a single point and swiftly breaking through enemy defenses, Blitzkrieg aimed to disrupt and encircle opposition, leading to quick victories. 8. Guerrilla Warfare. Guerrilla warfare employs ambushes, sabotage, and hit-and-run tactics by small combatant groups against larger traditional military forces. It has been pivotal from the American Revolution to the Vietnam War, exploiting the vulnerabilities of conventional armies. By blending into the local population and using the element of surprise, guerrilla tactics disrupt enemy operations and supply lines. 7. Siege warfare. Siege warfare is an ancient tactic where a city or fortress is surrounded and cut off from supplies to force its surrender. Notable examples include the Siege of Troy and the Siege of Stalingrad. The attackers built fortifications, trenches, and siege engines like catapults or battering rams to breach defenses. This prolonged strategy often leads to high casualties on both sides, requiring patience and resilience. 6. Naval blockades. Naval blockades are a strategic military tactic used to cut off enemy trade routes and supplies by deploying warships to patrol and secure key waterways. One of the most notable examples is the Union Navy's blockade of Confederate ports during the American Civil War, which significantly weakened the Confederacy's economy and war effort. 5. Combined arms tactics. Combined arms tactics involve the synchronized use of infantry, artillery, armor, and air support to create a comprehensive battlefield strategy. This method leverages the unique strengths of each branch to achieve a common goal, making it a versatile approach in various war scenarios. During World War I and II, the integration of tanks, aircraft, and ground troops was pivotal in breaking enemy lines and sustaining offensive momentum. 4. The Fabian strategy. The Fabian strategy avoids large-scale battles, focusing instead on attrition and harassment. Named after Roman general Fabius Maximus, it was famously used against Hannibal during the Second Punic War. By employing scorched earth tactics and avoiding direct confrontation, this strategy aims to deplete the enemy's resources and morale over time. 3. The Pincer movement. The Pincer movement is a tactical maneuver where forces attack the enemy from multiple sides, typically from the flanks. This simultaneous assault aims to surround and isolate the opposing force, cutting off their escape routes and supply lines. Historically, it has proven effective in battles such as Stalingrad, where German forces successfully encircled their adversaries too. Psychological warfare. Psychological warfare involves manipulating the enemy's mindset using propaganda, misinformation, and psychological operations to undermine their morale and decision-making. Techniques such as dropping leaflets, broadcasting misleading information, and spreading rumors are employed to create confusion and fear within enemy ranks. During World War II, psychological warfare was used extensively to demoralize enemy soldiers and civilian populations. Electronic warfare. Electronic warfare leverages electromagnetic signals to impair enemy communications, radar, and electronic systems. By jamming signals and intercepting transmissions, forces can disrupt the enemy's ability to coordinate and execute operations. This tactic offers a strategic advantage by blinding and disorienting adversaries, making it harder for them to respond effectively. Modern conflicts increasingly rely on sophisticated electronic warfare to neutralize threats and gain superiority.